G'day grade 8s. Today we are working through sequence 4 values of the Feudal Japan unit. So I'm on the HASS, grade 8 HASS homepage here. I'm just going to click on Feudal Japan and scroll through the overview and the learning sequences you should have already completed. So what do we know about Japan under the shoguns? Ancient and classical Japan, military rule, and then learning sequence 4 values. So we scroll down, you can see the learning intentions and the success criteria for the lesson. There's what we call an interactive read aloud here, so what's called the Jacaranda book with the Japan under the shoguns chapter. If I click on that, down in the bottom left the PDF document will come up, and it shows you there for students approaching the standard, at and above the standard, and well above the standard what you need to do. That Jacaranda resource, I highly recommend that you read through that whole chapter on Japan under the shoguns, because it just teaches you everything you need to know. Explicit teaching video, where I focus mainly on the principles of Bushido and I guess the Japanese mentality towards success, but also failure and shame and dishonor. There's a YouTube clip that you can watch, just 1 minute, about Bushido, again the way of the warrior. 7 virtues of Bushido. So this you just need to click on, and you can either copy it into your exercise books by writing it down, or cut it to size and glue it in. Targeted learning, so this is where we look at students who are approaching the standard, at and above the standard, and well above standard, having different learning tasks. So for those that are at and above the standard and well above the standard, there's a reading handout that you can click on, and again it will come up down the bottom here. For those well above the standard, they have a little extra on the end of that, which is to write 1 to 2 paragraphs about the difference in how Australians and Japanese view shame and failure. For students approaching the standard, you don't need to do that one there. You need to work on this, which is a compare and contrast activity about the samurai and Australian soldiers. And for everyone, after working through the virtues of Bushido, everyone needs to create their own code of honor by sorting their values into priorities according to their own personal beliefs, and then write a paragraph explaining why they've placed the values in the order that they have. From there, the review is a power write. So again, you're given a word, for example Bushido. You have a minute to write as much as you can about that word. At the end of the minute, you stop writing, you count up the number of words that you've written, write that down, and then you do it again for honor and for loyalty. By the time you've gotten to loyalty, you should probably have the most words in a minute. For all the work that you've done for this lesson, you need to click on evidence submissions, and it takes you to this. Alright, and you can submit your work there. Okay, well done grade H, doing an excellent job. All the best with this learning sequence. Catch